And so we embarked on a BLITZ-SCALE approach to launch a native mobile app to transition away from just student loan refinancing and personal loans. We shut down the mortgage business that was losing $15,000 a year. We pulled back meaningfully on lending to make the loans durable. And at the same time, built the native mobile app, which we launched in January of 19.
Did you hear what Anthony Noto said? Not sure if you're able to catch that, so we'll run that back.
And so we embarked on a BLITZ-SCALE approach to launch a native mobile app.
Hour, play action. Here comes the blitz.
How exactly did Elon, the techno king Musk, take Tesla from some random EV startup to $1 trillion automobile renewable energy behemoth? Not only this, but how did Elon avoid getting stomped out by the heavily entrenched legacy auto manufacturers? Everyone thought Tesla's doing great now, but just wait until Mercedes, BMW, Honda, and maybe even Toyota join the party. That's when they'll get crushed. And in regards to taking the electric vehicle's throne,
where are they now?
As of 2021, Tesla is still the fastest growing company in the industry with a 184% increase in brand value in 2021. Wonder how they did it? What if we told you SoFi was doing the same thing? Now I bet you're wondering, what exactly is that thing? Since you're a precious Wealth Gambit subscriber, we'll tell you. That thing is blitzscaling. Blitzscaling is how the techno king turned a $3.95 billion company into a massive $1.134 trillion behemoth in 10 years. Captain Noto seems to be taking the same exact route. Just how exactly is he doing this? If you're curious to see this 10x strategy, we've got you covered. And at the very end of the video, we'll mention another secret strategy that SoFi is using to outpace its competition. So be sure to stick around. You don't want to miss this. By the way, we're not financial advisors and this is not financial advice, so always do your own due diligence. Also, we're launching our Patreon in about 2 to 4 weeks. So if you're ever interested in knowing our price targets, positions in SoFi, and real-time updates on SoFi right as they happen, it's all here. They'll only be open for about 1 to 2 weeks, so keep an eye out because you don't want to miss it. Also, if you haven't followed us on social media and you're not yet a part of our Facebook group for SoFi investors, check it out in the description box below. Now, let's get this started. For all of you that are wondering what blitzscaling is, let's take a look at what the co-founder of LinkedIn has to say about this.
The reason why you want this is the modern way that you build massive companies. If you look at Airbnb, if you look at Uber, if you look at a lot of these companies that 10 years ago were ideas, back of napkins, tiny, and now are global transformational companies. Sometimes the biggest risk is not taking risks.
Sure.
And so you have to take those risks to scale. It's scary, it's uncertain. You actually, in fact, can blow up and you can make mistakes. But only by playing that speed to scale is the only way that you can win.
So, in a nutshell, blitzscaling is for companies who need to grow from 0 to 100 real quick. It's aggressive and high impact entrepreneurship that aims to be number one among everyone. As you've previously seen, it's a strategy that almost all revolutionary tech companies use, choosing speed over efficiency when facing uncertainty. Now, why is blitzscaling important? When facing opponents that are much larger, this typically also means much slower and less adaptable. The key when blitzscaling is to get to a size where your opponent can't just stomp you out with the sheer amount of resources they have. This is why companies like Tesla and now SoFi prioritize growth over everything. They're trying to get to scale before their competitors know what hit them. Tesla has done this, and now it's the market leader in the EV space. Now it's SoFi's turn to revolutionize fintech banking. If you're familiar with football, the term blitz is a play where the defensive players rush the quarterback to try to tackle him and force his hand to either throw the ball or find a way to avoid getting tackled. Now, blitzscaling is a powerful strategy, but it's on the offensive side for businesses while attempting to scale at large, hence the term blitzscale. There are actually 3 key techniques that will get a business to the throne of almost any industry. First up, designing an innovative business model that can truly grow. Take Tesla, for example. Unlike other car makers that sell through franchise dealerships, Tesla is directly selling cars to their customers. It's a direct-to-consumer sales model that makes any customer's wish come true, at least if that wish has to do with EVs. Blitzscaling also comes with the goal of a long-term competitive edge before anyone else can grab the chance. Another key strategy in blitzscaling is being able to implement an innovative strategy. This is made possible when you build growth factors into the model through network effects and a financial strategy that supports aggressive spending. Back in the day, Tesla's Roadster achieved something pretty incredible. The first model of the Roadster, produced in 2008, could travel almost 250 miles on a single battery with acceleration and top speed comparable to a consumer-level sports car. The last key strategy of blitzscaling is using an innovative approach to management. This is done by also recognizing the rapid growth of blitzscaling's effect on human resources. Now, we're sure you're thinking, what does this mean for SoFi and how can this affect me as a SoFi investor?
I'm glad you asked.
Just a few moments ago, we heard Commander Noto talking about blitzscaling, from just a student loan refinancing company to the best one-stop shop for your finances. Right now, SoFi is aiming for the underserved, as this seems to be one of the keys to the disruption of legacy banks. The one-stop shop dream is possible with blitzscaling as a core strategy, and this overwhelming idea might be more than that. SoFi's products are up by 105% compared to last year, totaling up to 5.2 million products on top of stacking growth in lending and financial services. Not only products, but as you may know, SoFi acquired Galileo and Technisys. We've made quite a few videos on how crucial these acquisitions meant for SoFi, so check those out after this video. SoFi used this blitzscale strategy by pretty much spending money up front to grow really fast. They could have saved money and built it themselves, but it makes more sense to acquire businesses that have been in the game for decades. If you've gotten any value from this video, comment Blitz down below so we know who the real ones are. As we mentioned earlier, here's the second powerful strategy that SoFi is using. SoFi also uses what they call a financial services productivity loop, aka FSPL. Just kidding. I don't think anyone actually calls it that. It might actually be just FSPL. This strategy is critical to build trust and reliability with members. Let's hear it from the man with the plan himself, Commander Noto.
The team's done a phenomenal job in building that product and bringing it to market, and I'm really pleased with the progress the team has made, as well as a differentiated product that we have with consumers. And it's a really important top of the funnel driver for us. It gives us the central nervous system. When people do direct deposit, that's what we're trying to drive. And as we said in the last call, we're seeing nice pickup there. Once we have the direct deposit, the economics of that product work great. It's a viable standalone checking savings account product, but it also drives a lot of opportunity for cross-selling and leverage what we call the financial services productivity loop.
Now, if this ain't it, I don't know what is. Thanks to FSPL in 2021, there has been a 17% decline in customer acquisition costs, making this one of the biggest drivers in SoFi's 2021 results. Back in Q2 of 2021, we vividly remember Captain Noto saying, "In terms of the competitive landscape, no one else is really doing it. Everyone's talked about it. I arrived in January 2018. We talked about our strategy. Others have talked about trying to become a one-stop shop, but no one's gotten there. And there are a lot of reasons for it. But our team has really executed and blitzscaled our way to the point that we have this one-stop shop with this range of products and will continue to add to it." Having to grow really quick through blitzscaling makes sense when you take a look at the big picture. Focusing on profits too early on in a company's lifespan can enable competitors who are much larger to catch up. As Reid Hoffman said, "You have to move faster because competition from anywhere on the globe may beat you to scale." Whether it's Tesla or SoFi, focusing on the long-term edge might actually be the secret sauce to any company that's meant to become a beast in its industry. Shout out to everyone who commented, "I love SoFi." We appreciate your support. If you happen to want access to our research toolkits, private Discord access for SoFi investors, and all that jazz, be sure to check out our Patreon, which will launch in the up and coming weeks. That wraps it up for today's video, guys. What are your thoughts on these strategies? Are you bagging more SoFi shares? If you found any value whatsoever in this video, please smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm and subscribe if you haven't already. Until next time, peace.